Okay, so we got us a big ugly, I don't know, maple? Looks like maple. Got us a big ugly maple burl here. And it occurs to me I make shit out of these things. Like this. And this. And even this. But I rarely get a before shot. So I'm trying to amend that. So here it is. It's ugly. It ain't flat. I don't know. I'm going to put it on there and spin it. This is actually right here. It looks like the bottom, but I want this actually to be, or it looks like the top. I want this actually to be the bottom when I'm done. I think the wood has more of an upward curvature right here. And I might be able to catch some of these elements here breaking through the edge of the bowl. You know, giving that that primitive look right there that I like. So at any rate, let me mount her up and we'll see what happens. Okay, I apologize for my heater being on, but I do live in Emperor Cuomo's New York State, and yeah, it's cold here. So this is what we're gonna, I call these a clunky turning. As this spins around and my chisel hits it, it just clunk, 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 clunk. And it's kind of boring to watch. So I'm just going to go ahead and tack it here. See if I can get some shape on this. I don't know, it actually doesn't feel, well, let's spin it. Well, that's not too bad. It's shaking a little bit. I'm not one of these fancy guys that has a tachyometer on my motor. I just kind of watch it and I spin it at the speed I want it spun at. If you guys need exact RPMs and stuff, yeah, I'm not your guy. I'm going to counsel you to just go by the seat of your pants, man. Feel it. If your lathe starts walking across the room, well, you got to slow down. All right, I'll be back when I got some shape on this. Well, I'm making progress, boys and girls. I've got a little roundish going here. A little roundish going here. My fear is I'm going to lose so much of this because of that and that. I don't like this piece. It's got issues. I'm going to take it off the lathe now and maybe find a new center for it. If I move the center over, I may be able to take some of this off and keep some of this. I really want some of this in the side of the bowl, even into the top. I don't need it all, but I want some of it. All right, I'm going to take it off the lathe, see if I can find a new center, see if there's anything I can do with this. I'll be back. Okay, so found me a new center. Where was I? Somewhere over under here. I moved the center over this way. That's going to shift my entire circle in this direction. So that leaves some of this good stuff unscathed when I round it up. And then on the back side, we're going to have a nice sheer face of pure, beautiful maple. Hopefully there's a little spalting in there, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So I tried laying this out with my compass, which was woefully inadequate. It just was wasn't big enough. So then I remembered I bought a set of these trammels. And they're a nice tool. I wish one of them was a pencil, though. Guess I'll have to look into some way to modify that, but they're both just steel tips. They come with some shorter, sharper tips as well, which I probably should have used. But, yeah, they're pretty accurate, and, you know, they can help you with your layouts. All right, I'm going to put it back on the lathe and maybe hit the bandsaw first. Chop some of that stuff off. Save it for another day. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I got her mounted up here. Still feels pretty unbalanced, but we're going to see what's going on there. You missed a real ugly chainsaw session. As you can see, I took to flattening this off, but I don't know. I just got a notice from the state of Oregon that they've revoked my chainsaw license. So, at any rate, I live in New York, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right, I'll be back. So, got an update on those trammels. Remember I told you I wish it would hold a pencil? Well, look at that. It does hold a pencil. One of the trammels is engineered to hold a pencil. I guess I gotta be a lot more careful with product reviews in the future. At any rate, this just went for a from a so-so tool to a beautiful tool. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. You know, superior knowledge and intellect will win out every time. But don't discount dumb luck. I managed to find a center point on this piece that's going to let me keep some of this on the outside here. And, you know, you can see I've had to move the faceplate a few times to find that. But, yeah, all right. So, next step is, this is actually the top of the bowl. I want to flatten this off and then get me a good mortise in there. And because I think I'm going to have a really rough go hollowing this one out. All right, let me get some more done on it and I'll be back. Okay, I'm going back at this ugly piece of burl. But, to quote the great Ron White, find a helmet, put on the helmet. Okay, gang, little update here. Well, this might turn into something. I got her trued up here. Gave it a classic round pumpkin shape. But there's some real interesting features on this that I'm going to be able to preserve. That one's a little deep, so I got to be careful when I'm hollowing. That's going to be close to the surface. And if I blow through, then I just throw it in a big pot of resin. But let's not give up so easy. All right, check out. Okay, so it's been a while. Let's see, updated everything here. So I got the inside hollowed out. It was kind of a, it was a rough go. Anyway, I got some more sanding to do, obviously, but one thing I like is right here. See that? See that? There's a hole. I purposely went deep enough because I wanted to put a hole right through this feature. I mean, let's face it, it's not a soup tureen. Anyway, and that's where I'm at. I'm going to put some sandpaper to it, and a little sanding sealer, and we'll be back. Okay, so a late update to this project. This is the result of that big ugly maple burl I've been fighting with. I managed to get it nice and smooth in the bottom. Now, down here, those look like chatter marks, but they aren't. It's almost a quilting effect in the wood. It's dead smooth. I know they look like chatter marks. And actually that fooled me for a while. I kept going at those marks with various tools to try to smooth it out. I ended up with a carbide. But then once I actually felt it, I was like, wow, that's not chatter marks. That's like some quilting in there. And I think if we look on the outside too, where did I see it? There's some more of this quilting on the outside. So it's a beautiful piece of wood. I gotta finish the bottom yet, but I'm glad it turned out the way it did. And yeah, not sure what else to say about it. It's gonna make a nice Christmas present for somebody. There's no finish on this at all. That is just sanded to 1200 and then Yorkshire grit, which isn't really Yorkshire grit. I make it myself, but it's the same thing. Any rate, that's my first project on YouTube. If anyone likes what they're seeing here, please hit the subscribe button. That helps me out a lot. I'm trying to find some corporate sponsors, and of course they don't respond to anything but popularity. So if you like what I'm doing, let me know. If you don't like what I'm doing, let me know. Send me a comment. Send me a criticism. Send me a compliment. I don't really care. It's all good information. All right. Have a great night. Chuck out.